Space facts are always interesting to learn. As time goes by, technological advancements have seen us learn more facts about space in the past century than in all time before that. We've literally searched the universe for the most amazing space facts, including facts about the planets in our solar system, moons, the Milky Way, and beyond. So, begin your journey through time and space and enjoy these 30 interesting facts about space. Number 1. Mercury and Venus are the only two planets in our solar system that have no moons. By comparison, Earth has one moon and Mars has two. Saturn has the most of any planet with 82 moons. Jupiter is second with 79 moons. Number 2. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. Most people think that this would be Mercury, as it is the closest planet to the Sun. However, Venus has a lot of gases in its atmosphere, which creates a greenhouse effect that causes a constant temperature of 465 degrees Celsius everywhere on the planet's surface. Number 3. The Sun weighs about 330,000 times more than Earth. It is about 109 times the diameter of Earth and is so large that Earth could fit inside the Sun about 1,300,000 times over. In fact, the Sun is so gigantic that it contains 99.85% of all mass in our solar system. Number 4. The footprints on the Moon will be there for millions of years. As the Moon has no atmosphere, there is no wind to erode the surface and no water to wash the footprints away. This means that the footprints of the Apollo astronauts will be there for millions of years. But wait a minute. If there's no wind to blow them away, then why is the flag blowing? Well, it actually wasn't blowing. That rippling you see is because of a stubborn telescopic horizontal rod that the astronauts were struggling to remove from the flag's upper hem. Number 5. Because of lower gravity, a person who weighs 220 pounds on Earth would weigh about 84 pounds on Mars. Number 6. The Martian day is 24 hours 39 minutes and 35 seconds long. Mars orbits the Sun slower than the Earth. There are actually 687 Martian days in a Martian year. The average duration of the day-night cycle on Mars is 24 hours, 39 minutes and 35 seconds. Number 7. Moon's gravitational pull is the reason behind tides. This is because the Moon's tidal force causes the Earth and the water on it to bulge out on the side closest to the Moon. These bulges are what cause the world's high tides. Number 8. Neptune takes nearly 165 Earth years to make one orbit of the Sun. Neptune revolves or orbits around the Sun once every 164.79 Earth years, or once every 60,190 Earth days. Neptune travels at an average speed of 12,253 miles per hour, or 19,720 kilometers per hour, in its orbit around the Sun. This means that since it was discovered in 1846, it has only completed just one orbit around Sun. Number 9. A day on Pluto lasts for 153.6 hours long. This equates to 6 days 9 hours and 36 minutes. A day on Pluto lasts so long because of its slow rotation rate. Number 10. Only 5% of the universe is visible from Earth. 68% of the universe is dark energy and 27% is dark matter. Both of these are invisible, even with a telescope, which means we are only able to see 5% of the universe. Number 11. Light travels from the Sun to the Earth in less than 10 minutes. The photons emitted from the Sun's surface travel across the vacuum of space at the speed of light to reach our eyes in only 8 minutes and 17 seconds. Number 12. At any given moment, there are at least 2,000 thunderstorms happening on Earth. There are an estimated 16 million thunderstorms each year. Roughly 100,000 of these thunderstorms happen in the US alone. Number 13. Outer space is only 62 miles away. Although there is no official solid boundary for where space begins, the Kármán line sits at 62 miles above sea level and is conventionally used as the start of outer space in space treaties or for aerospace records keeping. Number 14. The International Space Station orbits Earth every 92 minutes. The speed of the International Space Station as it orbits Earth is roughly 17,150 miles per hour, that equates to 5 miles a second. Number 15. Stars twinkle because of the way light is disrupted as it passes through Earth's atmosphere. Starlight is affected by the winds in our atmosphere as it enters, as well as being affected by different areas and temperatures. This causes the light from each star to twinkle as we look at them. Number 16. We always see the same side of the moon, no matter where we stand on Earth. This is because the moon rotates on its axis at the same rate that it rotates the Earth. It's known as synchronous rotation or tidal locking. Number 17. In 2016, scientists detected a radio signal from a source 5 billion light-years away. This means that, when the signal started its journey, Earth didn't even exist. The detected signals were located using the Very Large Array of the National Radio Astronomy Observatory in New Mexico. Number 18. The closest galaxy to us is the Andromeda Galaxy. It's estimated at 2.5 million light-years away. Before the discovery of the Andromeda Galaxy, the Large Magellanic Cloud was believed to be the closest galaxy to us. Number 19. On Venus, it snows metal and rains sulfuric acid. This is because Venus is a scorching planet choked with sulfuric acid, which causes the planet's metals to become gas and then liquid in the atmosphere before raining down to the ground after the freezing temperatures turn it into a solid. Number 20. Space is completely silent. This is because there is no air in space, and air is needed to carry the sound vibrations. So if you shouted to someone next to you in space, they wouldn't be able to hear you. Number 21. A sunset on Mars is blue. Mars has less than 1% of the Earth's atmosphere. So the sunsets on Mars appear as blue due to the way the blue light from the sun is captured within the atmosphere of Mars. Number 22. The first living mammal to go into space was a dog named Laika from Russia. Laika was a stray mongrel from the streets of Moscow and was launched into space on the Soviet spacecraft Sputnik 2 on 3 November 1957. Sadly, Laika died 5 to 7 hours into the flight due to overheating and stress. Number 23. Mercury has no atmosphere, which means there is no wind or weather. Instead of an atmosphere, Mercury possesses a thin exosphere made up of atoms blasted off the surface by the solar wind and striking meteoroids. Number 24. In China, the Milky Way is known as the Silver River. In Japan and Korea, Silver River means galaxies in general, not just the Milky Way. Number 25. A day on Mercury is equivalent to 58 Earth days. This is because Mercury rotates on its axis very slowly compared to Earth. Number 26. Pens won't work in space. As space has no gravity, pens won't work. Normal pens work by gravity pulling the ink towards the pen's nib. As you hold the pen in your hand, writing part facing downwards. As there's no gravity in space, the ink doesn't get pulled to the nib. However, special pens have been made that work in zero gravity. Number 27. On an average, it takes the light only 1.3 seconds to travel from the moon to Earth. The distance between the Earth and the moon is only 238,855 miles. Number 28. Our moon is moving away from Earth at a rate of 1.6 inch per year. Scientists do believe that eventually the moon will move out of the field of Earth's gravity. However, this won't happen for billions of years to come. Number 29. There is a planet half the radius of the Earth with a surface made up of diamonds. 55 Cancri. The diamond planet has a mass 8 times that of Earth's, despite having half the radius. And may very well have a surface made up of graphite and diamonds. It is only 40 light-years away and visible to the naked eye under the constellation of Cancer. Number 30. The center of the Milky Way smells like rum and tastes like raspberries. This was discovered by the IRAM radio telescope zeroed in on a gas cloud called Sagittarius B2 at the center of our galaxy. The IRAM detected a chemical called ethyl formate which gives rum its distinct smell and raspberries their distinct flavor. Space, for many, is a weird and wonderful thing. The great unknown is something mankind has always observed and tried to learn from. By understanding our galaxy, we may be able to understand our place in it and how this world came to be.